What's up, YouTube? Brian here. I don't think I've actually done an update on this 45-gallon tank since I rescaped it. So I wanted to bring you guys a little video to show you what's going on. The reason I was putting it off was because I just want to move these Emperor Tetras out of here into the 65 and probably the Ram as well. He's chilling down there in the corner. But in the meantime, I've been lazy and haven't gotten around to it, so I figured I'd show off the tank because it looks pretty good, I think, with the light up. This is the highlight option. I can turn off one of the lights and get like a reddish blue low light, which is what I normally keep it on to keep algae down, because I've always had algae problems with this tank. So there's about, I haven't counted them lately, but there's around 20 cardinal tetras in here. There's my 5 remaining Emperor tetras minus the one I lost a while back. The 2 Siamese algae eaters. That's the smaller one. Where's the big one? Oh, he's back there. I don't know if you can see him. He's hiding behind the leaf. He's really fat. Oop, hello, Emperor. Then we got the Ram, and way back there in the corner, I don't know if you can see his face peeking out, is the Progorami. He hangs out in the corner ever since I replaced the flag cichlid with the cardinal tetras. But he seems to be doing okay. At first I thought he might be sick or something, but he's just chilling. She, he, whatever. Here's this crazy shrimp, which I'm still not sure what species it is, but I think it's a grass shrimp. When I first got it, it was pretty much see-through. Now it's like this brown, pink color. You can see he's got these like super long, gnarly claws that he fights the fish with, which is why he's still alive, because all the other ones got eaten by Stripey, the flag cichlid. But he's a beast. I don't even know if that's a shrimp. It looks kind of like a weird crayfish with like really skinny claws. I think it's a shrimp. I can't figure out what species it is. No one on the internet seems to know either who I ask. But he's pretty cool, actually. I like him a lot. He swims around sometimes like a maniac. When he eats, it's pretty cool. So yeah, before I had that big piece of driftwood in here in the corner, and I had a bunch of big rocks. I pulled out all the rocks that aren't buried. Like, there's still big rocks here behind the Anubias and right there and right there. Those are like more than half buried in the gravel and the dirt. So to pull them out would have just made a humongous mess and ruined all the... I wouldn't have had enough gravel to cover the bottom of the tank, because there's like... it's mainly dirt, there's just a little layer of gravel on top. So I took out all the big rocks that I could easily get out that weren't like stuck into the dirt. The 2 swords were right next to each other, but they've grown so big they were just choking out all the other plants. You can see that one little Anubias Nana Petite only had 1 leaf left when I rescued it from underneath the sword from being shaded out. So I moved the 2 smaller Anubias, one here and one here. Hopefully this guy will recover, we'll see. That's the same Anubias that's been in the corner, it's just chilling, but he's putting out a new leaf, you can see right there. This one was the one that was behind the driftwood up here, and I just moved it to the front of the tank and kind of dug it in a little bit. It looks really good. There's no algae left on the leaves. I guess my low light has been working. These swords are also doing really well, despite having a little bit of hair algae on them. Like, if you look at the veins, they're all thick, and now that the flag cichlid's gone, the leaves aren't getting torn up anymore. They still have some leaves which are torn, but they're also putting out new leaves, and the ones that exist have gotten much longer, probably 2 or 3 inches since I got the plants. So yeah, that's the 45. with the highlight on. Oh, I forgot to mention the rasboras. They're a purple glow light morph, so they have like an orange glowy face and a purple lamb chop instead of a orange one, or whatever the normal rasboras are. I forget exactly what they look like. It's like orange, black, and silver usually. I'm going to pause the camera for a second and turn the highlight off so you can see what it looks like with just the low light, how I normally keep it. Alright, we're back. This is with just the low light on. As you can see, the cardinals just, they really pop in the low light. Their little blue stripe glows like they're on fire. Same with the glow light on the rasboras near their head. Shows up really well. As for the rest of the fish, other than the ram, he also shines quite well when he swims close to the light, like maybe up here somewhere. But most of the rest of the fish just kind of blend in this low light. Like the emperor tetras are really hard to see, and so are the algae eaters. Look how fat this one is, though. He's always just laying around being fat. He loves to like plop his little belly on one of the sword's leaves and he'll just lay there all day. I know that's normal behavior for the algae eaters. I just think he's funny because he has such a fat little belly. So the rasboras are doing a little dominance fighting at the moment. Right before I started recording, I saw them displaying quite a bit, popping all their fins out and stuff. There's the ram. I don't know what he's doing. I think he can see the rams over there, which are fighting at the moment, and he's getting like a little buck about that. He's like, I want to go kill those little punks. How dare they show themselves near my territory. You shouldn't be able to see through there too well because that wall is like covered in algae, and then the other wall is also covered in algae, but apparently he can see enough to get angry. I guess while we're down here, might as well update this as well. Rams are looking good, getting big, nice extensions on their dorsal fins. I think these are actually better quality than the big ram I have in the tank I just showed you a second ago. They just haven't fully matured yet, but he has a bunch of bent spines in his dorsal fin, whereas these guys are just like perfect. No deformation at all in the fins. Snails are just like out of control. There's more eggs on one of these leaves. See them right there? They're hard to see, but oh, that's not it. It's up here. There they are. They're hard to see, but I spot them sometimes. Oh, there's more of them right there too, on that leaf. I might go in there and tear off some of the eggs because there's just like way too many pond snails in here now. Or I might just take the pond snails and spread them around in my other tanks, but I don't know. I'm starting to get a snail problem downstairs in one of the guppy tanks too, with these other kind of snails that came in from outside when I brought some either rock or like when I collected that algae a long time ago. There's some of it still growing on this decoration. Most of that is fake. This lighter color is fake algae that came on the decoration, but this is like real growth that came in from the pond outside. And when I transferred guppies downstairs from this tank, some of that came with it, and apparently these little tiny snails, they don't get bigger than like, what can I even compare them to? Something very small, a pencil eraser, like on an old school pencil. But those are just out of control. There's hundreds of them all over the tank down there. I feel like it looks like the tank is spotted, so I need to do something about them. But I guess I'm just rambling on now, and this video is almost 10 minutes. So I'm going to stop talking. We're going to go back to this 45 gallon for one more look. Oh, let me scoot a bit. It's on the floor, so I'm rolling around down here. And yeah, this is how I normally see the tank, with just the blues of the cardinals and the ram popping whenever he comes out. This silhouette is the cat. I don't know if you can see his little ears, but he always has to insert himself in my videos. So yep, that's the update. I hope you guys liked the new scape, and thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.